guys, welcome back to the channel. Wheelman81 here. I just want to make a quick video about some wheel brake dust on my car. It's the worst brake dust I've ever had in my life, and I think it's from those race brakes and the track day being pretty rainy. Apparently that combination turns brake dust to cement, and it is like gooped onto my wheels. I can't get it off with my normal methods. So let me show you what it's like right now. So these are the tires that were on the front of the car. I do a rotation after every track day, and this stuff is insane. Like, you can't even scratch that off. I don't really want to scratch the wheels up. These are my daily wheels, like, you know, dual purpose kind of thing. And it's crazy. Normally I take some wheel cleaner and a brush and some soap and some elbow grease, and that's all it takes to get it off. But I've done this now 3 times and that's not coming off. So what I've done is I went out and bought some of this Iron X by CarPro. Now this isn't a sponsored thing. This is just what the internet recommended. They also recommended Sonex wheel cleaner. I went with this because it comes in a giant bottle, and I assumed that that's what I'm gonna need. I'm guessing it's gonna take like 3 or 4 applications of this stuff. I just wanna say, like, the first thing I noticed about this is this the smelliest stuff. It's like a bottle of farts. It's really awful. But the directions are to basically spray it with the hose. You don't even need a pressure washer, and then hit it with the Iron X, wait 5 minutes, and then rinse it off. I don't even think it takes really that much scrubbing or anything, but I do have a brush just in case. Okay, so the tires are all rinsed off. It started raining here, but it's just a drizzle, so it should be fine. I'll give it a super thick coating of this stuff. This liquid fart spray in a bottle. Man, this stuff, oh, it smells awful. Oh, it's the worst. All right, there we go. It's already starting to turn purple in the videos I've seen. Now these are the old, well, the rear tires from the track day. There's not a lot on here. You know, leave traction control off, and basically you don't get a lot of brake dust on the rear ones because traction control is not kicking in. All right, I'll do the other side and then wait 5 minutes. All right, it's been 5 minutes. Timer just went off. I'm gonna spray down the tires and then we'll take another look. Okay, so this is just one application. Obviously it didn't get it all, but I'm actually pretty impressed. This is clearly, in my opinion, thinning out. This was like super caked on. Now it's just kind of like, I don't know, there's a glare because it's wet, but now it's just kind of like slightly on. I'm gonna give it a couple of more shots. I'll probably put it on time lapse. Here's the, that's actually coming out pretty clean in the lug nut wells. I'm gonna give it a couple more times through the cleaner, and I'll probably put it on time lapse, and then we'll come back after like 2 or 3 more times. All right, so this is the 3rd time spraying the wheels. I've waited the 5 minutes. I'm gonna use my little wheel cleaner brush on this one, agitate it a little bit, and see if that helps anything. All right, so this is the 4th time I've put spray on it. I've waited the 5 minutes. In addition to the brush, my little wheel brush, I'm gonna use my power or my drill brush with the nylon end on it. Same as the wheel brush, it's just powered, makes it easier. Just wanted to add that I'm not so sure it's fart smell. I'm starting to think maybe it's like a really strong basil smell. It's a really weird smell. All right, so I'm not sure which application I'm on, like 6 or so. I've got about 2 sprays worth left, and everything's not off yet. It's doing a pretty good job, but This is some pretty nasty brake dust. My drill battery is dead, and my wheel brush is starting to wear out and get to the metal on the inside, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna switch over to maybe a Cardinal Sin, a green meanie. I'm not gonna put a lot of elbow grease into it. I don't wanna scratch up my wheels, and maybe I'll test it on like one spot first, but I feel like I need something a little more abrasive than the nylon brush, because this stuff is just really on there. All right, so I'm out of cleaner now, so I'm done. I think that was 8 applications. I'm gonna start up here at the front wheel, because the front wheel only had like normal brake dust on it. And I would say that it did a pretty good job. Now keep in mind, at the track day, this was on the back, so not a lot of crazy heat buildup, because I run with traction control off, and the brakes don't really do that much on the track day if you're running with, or the rear brakes don't if you're running with traction control off. But I think even in the wheel wells, it did a pretty good job. I mean, it could still use a good cleaning, but the brake dust is actually gone pretty well. Now on the rear, it's not perfect. Now, tire's still wet, so I think it did an okay job. I don't think this is what this product is intended to correct, was like baked on extreme brake dust. But if you remember, right here is where I touched before. And that's actually, I'd call that clean. It feels pretty smooth to the touch. Now it couldn't get down here. This is where the brake dust was building up in these pockets, like right at every edge. In the middle, it's pretty good. But right at the edge of all these spokes is where the biggest amount of brake dust was. Now again, remember, these were on the front of the car, and that's where all your stopping comes from, mostly anyway. And that's where the brakes are the hottest and the most brake dust is being generated. Now in the middle, through here, I think that's actually really good. Even in the wheel wells, I mean the lug nut wells, did a pretty good job. I squirted it in there directly and it washed out. I don't know what I'm gonna do to get this stuff off. I think maybe I can order some Sonax. You can use an acidic cleaner that's one step harsher than Sonax. I don't think the agitation helped. If I pick at this with my finger, you can hear that. That's not doing anything. I don't think I could pick that off with my finger. I tried a piece of plastic. I tried the green meanie pad. It didn't really do much. I think it's got to be a chemical reaction to get this off. I was kind of thinking it's kind of like eating mashed potatoes with a paper towel. There's really no easy way to pick them up. So you just kind of got to take that top layer off and then go back and take the next layer off, and the brake dust buildup on the car wheels was just very, very thick and really, really baked on and cemented on from the rainwater from the track day. I don't have any more track days planned for this year because, like I said in my last video, I'm planning to do Time Attack next year. So I'm getting my consumables ready for that, so I'm not doing any more track days. That said, I'm going to take my car to the detailer. I do that end of year to get a nice coat of wax and get it all sorted out and clean, take care of the paint, that kind of thing. Maybe the detailer will be able to come up with a magic solution for these wheels. They know a little bit better about cleaning stuff than I do. So, well, that's it. That's my review of the Iron X, or CarPro Iron X. I give it 4 stars. I think it does a great job on brake dust, and it does a pretty good job on baked on brake cement, whatever you want to call that, brake dust cement. So I'm going to try the Sonax next and see how that does. All right, thanks for watching.